What are you up to? What's going on in your life?
I'm back on the road.
Yes.
So just in Seattle, doing shows. I finally went to the fish market. I saw like the teens throwing the fish and singing their songs. Do you know?
You're so worldly. Okay, Sagittarius rising. No, I don't know about. I know that the original Starbucks is there.
Sometimes I don't leave my hotel and I'll just like rot and watch shows and order, delivery. And then sometimes if I'm in a walkable city, I'll go do stuff. So I went to the art museum.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. So were you there? Are you like in and out?
I did 4 shows. So I did 2 Friday, 2 Saturday.
Oh, okay. So you had like a minute there.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But Friday, like I take that 7 a.m. flight. I get in and then I sleep all day.
Wow. Do you just like love your job so much?
I do. I feel really lucky.
Yeah.
And I'm reminded how lucky I am because not everyone likes their job.
Totally. I feel so lucky too. I'm like, I get to just sit here and talk about like the stars with you. Like, we're pretty blessed. High five.
It is. And I feel, especially at the airport's how I feel that way. Because people have to get to work so early if they work at the airport. You have to deal with customers, or I think about the people that have to empty the airplane toilets when we land, doing all the luggage. It's just like really hard physical labor. And so whenever I even want to complain, or if I didn't get enough sleep, or I didn't get upgraded, like it's easy to become a brat.
It is easy to become a brat.
And so I get reminded all the time that it's like, oh yeah.
We have to humble ourselves and we have to remember that we have it so good.
Yeah. How hard people put in that hours.
Yes. They put in so many good hours.
Yeah.
We put in hours too.
Yeah. It's just,
it's different.
It's enjoyable.
It's fun.
And it's social.
Yeah. I believe everyone should love the work they do.
I know.
But I will say, I mean, I've seen a lot of birth charts and there are people, I mean, everyone should love the work they do. I do believe that. But there are birth charts where people are more aligned, like they can get stuck easier in like a pretty stereotypical basic 9-to-5 job. Like they're working like a horse. Like there are charts that are just, some people are really efficient and really great workers. Virgo is one of those signs. However, your chart specifically is all in, we'll get there, but like your chart is like, no, you have to love the work that you do.
Really?
You have to.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get into it. I want to start. Okay. Do you know your big 3?
I thought it was like all Virgo. Like I heard I have a lot of Virgo in there, but I don't know. Okay.
You have a Virgo stellium. A stellium just means when you have a lot of planets in a specific sign. And that just means there's a lot of energy in Virgo. You are very Virgo coded, basically.
Yeah.
Also, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is the planet of storytelling.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
When I first pulled up your chart, I knew you were going to either have a lot of Virgo or Gemini. Gemini is also ruled by Mercury.
That's my mom.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So she like passed it on. We're an extension of our parents. So she passed on.
You know what I heard? I don't know much because all my grandparents were dead before I was born. But that my grandma on my mom's side, people came to her and she read cards. Like she would have deck of cards and would read.
Oh, wait, and aren't you you're from Ukraine?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was the former Soviet Union, so I'm Russian speaking, but it's present day Ukraine. And I was born there. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, you're from Ukraine.
Yeah. So that my parents don't talk about their life that much there, but I'll get bits and pieces, and that she was kind of mystical.
I love that.
I do too.
Well, okay, so you're a Virgo sun, but you're a Scorpio moon.
Whoa.
Yeah. And Scorpio is the
Sex
mystical
demons.
sign. It's sex demons. Yes. No, yes, that. But they are, I call it the haunted house sign. Like they're the sign that they're going deeper in this lifetime. I mean, it's the sign, it's like rabbit holes. It's like they get obsessed with things.
Yes.
And they can't stop. They have to know everything. I think that's why you're into true crime. Hello. Like your Scorpio moon. It's obsession.
And I'm a Swiftie.
Passion.
Like I feel like Swifties are for if you want a mystery or things that are never ending.
Yes.
There's always theories with
I knew I
her.
loved you. Yeah. Like the Easter eggs, like give us all of the little hints.
But I get so obsessed with stuff.
Yep. Yeah. So Scorpio is your moon sign. So the moon is our mother. That's the planet where we nurture ourselves. It's literally the most important planet because it rules our emotions, our mental health. It's how we nurture ourselves. So it's a non-negotiable. So whatever sign we have our moon sign in, that's how you nurture yourself. So you nurture yourself through Scorpio ways, which is very mystical. It's all about, you know that there's more out there. You're
100%.
aware. You're open to energies from the other side, things like ghosts or little like, synchronicities.
I'm always scared to be too open.
Yep.
With the spirits.
Yep.
But I'm curious.
I'm the same way. I have my moon in the 8th house, which is the Scorpio house. I'm not a Scorpio moon, but I was so scared, like as a child, of ghosts and like just all of the things. Now I'm starting to be like, okay, wait, I want to kind of like, I'll set boundaries with the ghosts, but I'm kind of intrigued. Like, are you there? You can come out.
Something has to be there. I was running late. I was mad, or this person didn't happen. And then I met this person and it all made sense. Like,
yeah.
But I don't know. Is that happening to everyone and they're just not seeing it, or they're more practical and they don't want to see it? Or are some people not having these moments?
That's such a good question. I don't think everyone's having them, because if people truly aren't open to having those types of experiences, then they're not going to be open to receive them. Like my stepdad, for example. Love him, but he's an accountant. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't necessarily believe in all of this. He's very practical. And I am on the complete opposite end, where I'm like, nothing is a coincidence. Like, everything has a deeper meaning. Everything. So if something feels like, oh, was that a coincidence? No. It's like, that was just a little spiritual proof that we are not alone and we are all interconnected. And I don't know. It makes me happy to believe that. So
it also calms me down when I'm running late. I'm like, it's how it's supposed to be.
About that. I'm a Pisces rising. I know with your Virgo energy, it probably stresses you out because you want to be timely. Like, that's just in your nature, but it is okay. Divine timing. That's literally what I say whenever life is like not working out.
You get so anxious. It's crazy. You know all this. Like, if I have to be, like, if it's friend hangs, I'm more loose.
Yeah.
But if I have to be somewhere, like, I showed up.
You were 10 minutes early here.
Yeah. I was early.
And I should have known from looking at your chart. But I'm a Pisces rising, so I'm literally like, what time is it?
Well, especially if it's a new building. It's like, what if there's, or concerts or something where you're like, you don't know the entrance. Yep. What if this happens? What if I can't find the door?
Yeah. The moon is also how we nurture ourselves, and Scorpios are really, what is the word? Not perfectionistic, that's the Virgo, but Scorpio moons don't like to get things wrong. They like to feel in control of things. So I think that also plays a part in, like, again, it's our emotions. And so when things aren't going the way that we want, that's when we can get a little anxious, upset. But our rising sign, that is how we actually move through life. And do you have a Sagittarius rising?
Wow. So what is Sagittarius?
I'm obsessed with Sagittarius.
Twins, or what is it?
It's literally the sign of, like, having fun. It is optimistic. It is the life of the party. It is a fire sign. So, like, you have all of this earth Virgo's earth energy. Again, practical, efficient.
Don't waste anything.
Don't waste anything.
I want to give people things. I am like, I hoard stuff, and
Wait,
I
love
always
that.
give people stuff when they're at my house, or like,
yeah,
I don't wear this. Like, I don't want anything to go to waste.
Yep. Practical. Also, Virgo is the helper. So I think that's also just something in you where you enjoy, you know, being able to help people or be like, do you need this?
I get involved.
You get involved. And that's great. We all need those people somewhere. I'm like,
sometimes I feel like I need to stop meddling in other people's lives and focus on my own. But
no.
It's a distraction.
Mercury is the smartest planet. So it's literally how we process information. So you are always learning. You're like a sponge. And every room you're in, you're curious. You're absorbing everything, but you have to export it or you would break.
That's so wild.
It's very, okay, so rising sign. That's how we move. Okay. That's where that birth time matters a lot. And this is wild. So have you seen Vanderpump Rules?
Of course.
Okay. So my ex, I don't even know why did I go there, Ally? But okay, he's a Sagittarius rising too.
Uh-huh.
So just in the sense, I'm only bringing him up because he's a perfect example of a Sagittarius
rising. You know what, Ally?
rising.
You know, it's actually crazy. I was in a coincidence. I was not a coincidence.
Not a coincidence.
I was at Hotel Ziggy randomly when you guys were shooting the premiere of season 10.
Oh my gosh.
I was in town, and it's the cheapest hotel on the Sunset Strip with a pool.
Yeah.
And my best friend was in town. I was living here at the time, but I do shows at the store. So I was like, oh, I'll just get a room here.
Cute.
And we ate a few mushrooms. My friends came to meet us. We're sitting, and suddenly we see cameras and we see people, and then I see Peter, and then we're like, oh my God. And we sat for 4 hours and watched you guys film.
Oh my gosh. Wait, that's so full circle. And then here we are.
My friend's butt's like in the back, like we had to pause it. But
wait, that's so funny.
It was a thrill. Yeah, we watched it all happen.
So that was the premiere episode of season 9. That was
9 or 10. The
big
Scandal
one.
season.
That was my first one.
Yeah.
So that was my first time
like
filming.
we saw you went to go have the talk
with
on the
Raquel.
thing. Like we watched everything happen.
Great. That
from
was
the side.
like a really scary day for me. Like my anxiety level through the roof.
Oh,
but I'm glad that you got to be there.
That's and it was funny because there was just hotel patrons. So there was a dad and a daughter sitting there eating pizza, being like, "What the hell?" And then there was like desperate people that wanted to get in it.
They wanted to get in it. Yeah.
And it was a blessing
that's
to
so
watch.
But
that's
hilarious.
We saw you.
I love that
anyone
little,
saw
like,
you.
I love that little that's a full circle moment. Not a coincidence. Not even a little. But yeah, James is a Sagittarius rising, which again, just to prove like the energy, right? And even the ability that like you're able to get in front of a crowd of people and share your gifts, almost like him with DJing, but just having that like charisma, having quite literally the energy to do it. Also, Sagittarius rules foreign travel. So the fact that you were even born in a different country is so on brand for being a Sagittarius rising as well. James was also from London, born in London and lived here. So usually if I meet someone that's a Sagittarius rising, I'm like, okay, they're either maybe born in a different country, or they are going to move to a different country, or they're just really smart and like usually go on to do like higher education things, because Sagittarius is all about knowledge, whether it's like world traveling, seeing the world, or books and education. But usually a mix of all of the above. But you're so smart.
I ask people questions. I like meeting people.
You're learning through.
I definitely ask a lot of questions, and I'm interested in a lot of different people's lives. And that's how I think
more like worldly knowledge. Yeah. Also, it's the sign of astrology. It's actually the sign of belief systems, spirituality, philosophy, religion. Sagittarius is quite literally here to just be like, what is the meaning of life? So that's why they're so obsessed with travel and learning, because they're just like, what's the meaning? Like, why are we here?
Yeah.
So
the only thing I'm thinking about is like, I perform, I'm chatty, I can do all this, but if I'm out at a park, like I need to have a friend I know. Like I do get uncomfortable in unfamiliar, if it's too big of a crowd or bar, or if it's like too many people I don't know. I can't just turn it on. I'm not that extrovert. Like I have to feel comfortable or I'm pretty quiet.
And you're also just authentic. So like you're not going to just like, not saying that other signs are fake, but like Sagittarius, like you know how they're feeling and you know what you're getting because you're honest and because you say what you're feeling, and it's funny.
I hope. Yeah. No, I am on it. And then if I can't be, I shut down too. Well, because sometimes my friend will be like, you were going to say this and then you didn't. And I go, well, I'm a person too. I'm allowed to be a coward at times, or not want to get into a conflict, because it gets exhausting to always have the urge to speak your mind or like get involved or say something. It's exhausting.
And being expected to always like perform and turn it on.
Yeah. Or after shows, people want to hang out and I'm like, no, I'm kind of a different person.
No. Yeah. People, oh gosh, I mean, I hate to bring this up, Ally, with that, but like just being in the setting of even dating a DJ for as long as I did, like after shows, well, he's exhausted. I'm exhausted just from talking to people too. It's like people think, oh, we're partying. Like, oh, let's go to the afters. Like, let's keep it going. Like they want to be around your energy. And you're like, I just gave all of it for that. Like, leave me alone.
Or you have to tell me stuff. Or they've been drinking through the show, and then
drunk.
they want to have fun. And I'm
it's
like,
always that.
I'm like dead sober.
Yeah.
And I just flew in and I am exhausted. And sometimes I feel like, I wish I had that little extra to do, but I'd rather like sit in the green room with a few people I know.
100%. And you can't overextend your energy.